my dad used to come here, there's a guy that live under the bridge. Talked to him and bring beer with him. Put this in my,
What I
I
do?
gave it to you to put somewhere. I need you to think to put it somewhere.
Okay. What else you want me
That's
to
it.
put somewhere?
Good right there. Tell me if something's gone.
I don't see anything. Free, 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 free. Free, free, free. Free.
It
My
drives
side.
slow around
Free, 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 free.
What's the matter? Why are you laughing?
Nothing. And my mom's like, free, free, free. Have you heard that commercial? TurboTax is free, free, free.
Okay.
Here, take one out. Take one out. No, not that one. Sorry.
One yellow,
Yeah, that one half.
one yellow.
And half.
Have the other one? Okay, half. Put in the bag. One, two, three. Tie it back once.
You're gonna see a lot of fancy vehicles. Well, not anymore. Before there was no work, and people had real nice vehicles. You wonder where the world is he getting the money to buy that vehicle? What the drugs?
Drug cartels.
Now there's work, so now they have the oil fields. So they're making a lot of money in a short period of time. That's too dirty, I can't see.
That is wonderful. Well, we hope you much success in that, and we'll definitely keep you in your prayers. Thank you for being here today, Daniel. God bless.
Just the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my cousin works, the one that does not take care of dogs.
Oh. You kill the dogs.
Yeah, never give. Got mad at my mom. If you ever give him a dog, you give him a pet rock.
And if you could please keep my
Kill
family in your prayers and know that I will be praying for you. Have a great
What is this? What does that say?
Which one?
Yeah, that's
Yellow break some restaurant.
yeah, it's a
Yellow
new
break.
restaurant, yeah. Gotta drive the speed limit here.
Your
All
father's.
through here, they have the Thanksgiving parade.
Oh,
It's little bitty wagons.
oh, that's interesting.
Where we leave.
So
We
they
leave
have
we left on Fridays. That's why we.
realized in the morning. Yeah.
So what did Ingram say? Did you call Ingram this morning?
Yeah, he said he was. I guess he was playing with Pretzel before he went to bed, and then Pretzel wanted to play all night. She wouldn't let him sleep.
Oh,
We can stop here to see what they're that Potter back right. You see back right
yes, I
Potter?
saw him. There's one on the left too.
Oh, okay, we can just go see what they have. Yeah, Ingram said that she was there all waking him up all night, wanted to play.
She likes this before she goes to bed.
Oh,
He didn't know that. I should have told him.
oh, okay.
When they're sleeping, she likes you to do this to her butt and then go like this.
Oh,
And
okay.
then she falls asleep. And then when she's done, she'll bite you like that, and then you're done. And then she leaves you alone for the whole night. Oh, they knocked down that whole thing. They moved the Albert. Look, they moved it.
Albans.
Remember it was on a line like this?
Well, I don't remember that part. Do you remember?
They moved it that way.
Okay, so they do have Albertsons here.
See the top of the hill?
Yeah.
This is how we used to go to school. Drinking and playing music. Pretty big. Does everybody have a mask? I don't know if they require
Yeah,
masks.
we do. I told children, take mask, hey, take mask. Yeah, I needed that jacket because it was cold. I left the car.
We
And
have
now
thought
it's
saying.
that the words of the high priest were important, even though he was their enemy, even though he was responsible for the death of Christ. But being high priest that year, he prophesied that Jesus should die for the nation, and not only for the nation, but to gather into one the children of God who are scattered abroad. So from that day on, they took counsel how they might put Jesus to death. Christ took upon himself a true human nature, true human body, and a true
That
human
used to be
soul.
tennis courts
He came
right there.
into this world, and with very
Now it's a
rare
parking lot.
exceptions, he
Yeah.
allowed himself to be
Who are these
totally
guys?
vulnerable to human evil, beginning with King Herod at the time of the flight into Egypt. Every place he is vulnerable, and once the passion begins, he's
Becky's is
completely
still open.
vulnerable. He doesn't even defend himself. He goes like a sheep to the slaughter,
Used
like
to eat
lamb
here?
to the shearers. Why does
And
he
it's
do
where all
this?
the
Because
rich
in the
kids have
mysterious
hung out over
divine
here at
will,
Becky's.
which we find
Oh.
almost incomprehensible,
Everybody
it
else
was
was
necessary for our
Dairy Queen,
salvation
but Dairy
that the
Queen's not there
Savior
anymore.
come and be one of us, and take on
So you
himself
had
our
two
vulnerability
kinds of
to sorrow
kinds of
and
teens,
evil in
one
this
that
life.
were
Now,
Just like you see in the
this
movies.
is what you are going to
Rich
see
kids and the
unfold
poor
in the
kids
week
and
ahead of you,
bad
the
kids.
week we call Holy Week.
my brother,
He is
my
honored
brother's
by the
friend
church
and
as a
godfather
saint
of his
with the
children's
title
best friend.
the
He was
Angelic
crazy.
Doctor. Matthew
He
Bunson, an adopted
made
public
friends
church.
with
St. Thomas
kids of
Aquinas
very
wrote a
wealthy
basic
people, so
textbook
he got
for
all
young
free.
theology
So
students that became the
he went,
church's
I think
most
they
famous
told you
guide
that
to the
part.
faith, the Summa
He got
Theologica.
a kayak,
It
you know,
helped him
kayak
earn the title of
Yes.
Doctor of the
competition.
Church. He died in 12.
And
For more about the doctors of the church,
I mean, we have now that kind of waters in our area, well, like this, rivers like here, nothing like mountains. So, and this is very expensive, and so he got into that, and his mother was doing laundry, so she found somewhere diploma, whatever you call it, certificate. He won first place in wild waters kayak somewhere in Bosnia, in Europe or whatever. And his mother almost collapsed. She had to read all over again. But he got, this is how he knew how to manage to maneuver kayak. That does not exist in my area. We're in flat and plain, They're hill country, like a few miles away from, but they're like not high, hills, like nothing wild waters, like in Bosnia canyons, that.
Okay, I got it.
So anyway, he got friend with rich children, then was doing all kind of crazy things.
Well, maybe he went with his friends on the weekends to do it.
Well, he got all over the place. It was that his father was drunker, so he kind of got involved in all kinds of stuff. He was then policeman.
But Ingram would like that place right
Oh yeah, that's not bad. You see?
RTVs. Or like a step up from the little remote controls that you
with Roma Downey later in the program about her new film called Crucifixion, just out in time for Holy Week.
used to be the prettiest girl.
Went into that film.
Live there.
Small miracles that happened.
What
She's
happened?
a,
And as we always
how am I supposed to know what happened?
165
Okay, she was the prettiest girl.
For today, we have the
Yeah, I don't know.
Mother God of St. Peter's, Estroma We'll be taking a look at the question of the week. We get questions into the inbox.
Oh, this is
each
new.
and
I don't know what
every
this
week.
is.
Question this week is no different.
I don't know
And
what
it's
the
pretty
fence is
interesting
on, the
because
big
does
old
the
white
Vatican
fence.
validate
Oh, there's an
Eucharistic miracles?
building
You might not know that
something
answer
here.
from this. The answer's
Some
complicated.
stadium, you see.
So stay tuned for that
They're
answer.
building some.
We'll be looking at the St.
Baseball stadium.
Yeah, that's why I said it's baseball.
Obviously, it's more than
That's the high
And then there's
school.
soccer,
football.
you know? Okay,
But they
whatever.
put fencing all around. I don't know why. But they put
Corona?
fencing.
Doesn't jump over the fence.
Vandals on.
Now this is new high school? Was there before?
There was a statement that came out, and this was reported across all the Catholic media this past week. Pope Francis gave an address where he kind of clarified his position on Mary as the Mother of God and the question of, is she the co-redeemer? And you might find it interesting, why is this miraculous in any kind of a way? Because this is just the title of Mary. But there have been some apparitions throughout history, and we're speaking specifically about Our Lady of All Nations from Amsterdam. Some apparitions starting in 1956, where Mary identifies herself in those alleged apparitions as the co-redemptrix.
Emily,
So,
we're praying this
we have
every
other
day.
apparitions such as Our Lady of Akita
Yeah.
in Japan.
Up to your left.
That was in 1973, where there were tears and manifestations from a wooden statue.
Well, we didn't come here
also
during the
of
day,
this
huh?
image of
No.
Our Lady of All Nations, co-redemptrix, is in association with that title as well. So there have been numerous cases where we see in private revelation and otherwise
Nice.
where Mary is referred to as a co-redeemer or co-redemptrix. So it's especially interesting to see Pope Francis's comments on that this past week. And so he gave his address, Pope Francis did. He
These are nice
dedicated
homes.
a prayer in communion
Yeah.
with Mary in the library of the Apostolic Palace because of the coronavirus restrictions. And in this general audience, he made some statements that he entrusted the Virgin Mary to us as a mother, but not as a co-redeemer. So this was on March 24th. The Pope said that while Christians have always given Mary beautiful titles, it's important to remember that Christ is the only Redeemer. And he was addressing a theological debate about whether the Church should issue a dogmatic definition
You hear
declaring
that?
Mary as
Quiet.
redemptrix in honor of her role in humanity's salvation. And the Pope has a quote here. He says, Jesus extended Mary's maternity to the entire Church when he entrusted her to his beloved disciple shortly before dying on the cross. And in more quotes, he says, from that moment on, we have all been gathered under her mantle, as depicted in certain medieval frescoes or paintings. Even the Latin antiphon, sub tuum presidium confugimus, sancta Dei genitrix, the Madonna covers like a mother, to whom God entrusted us, all of us, but as a mother, not as a goddess, not as a co-redeemer, as a mother, end quote. So there are numerous other quotes from Pope Francis. I posted this article on the Facebook feed of the Miracle Hunter, and when the Pope was giving this address, he dedicated this prayer for communion with Mary. And this was, again, the Apostolic Palace due to coronavirus restrictions. And the address was part of his cycle of catechesis of prayer that he started in May, and he resumed in October, following 9 addresses on the healing of the world during the pandemic. And he was speaking at the vigil of the Solemnity of the Annunciation, and that's why he focused on Mary. And that, of course, is March 25th. He says, Christ is the mediator, Christ is the bridge that we cross to turn to the Father. He is the only Redeemer. There are no co-redeemers with Christ. He is the only one. He is the mediator par excellence. So that was, those were some quotes from Pope Francis clarifying this debate. We were wondering whether there might be a fifth Marian dogma. Well, it certainly doesn't seem to be the case. During the pontificate of Pope Francis,
Some people are
he
making
is
Mary
clarifying
God.
that he sees
No.
Mary as mother and will not consider this additional title. So that's the miracle news for this week. You can stay connected to more miracle news by